My name is Juliana Coleman and I'm a CCA alum. I graduated from CCA in 2009 and I was part of the first graduating class from CCA. After CCA, I went to Harrisburg Area Community College for a while. I also went to Lebanon Valley College for a semester. And then after that, I got really interested in photography. So after my daughter was born, I picked up a camera and started taking pictures, and that snowballed into wedding photography. And now I own my own wedding photography business and shoot about 25 weddings a year. Owning my own business is very stressful at times. It's also very rewarding. You are the CEO and the CFO and the COO and the lead photographer, and you're all of the things. You're head of marketing, you're head of accounting, you're head of your other employees if you have some. It is a lot of balls to keep in the air all the time, and you have to be organized and efficient and goal-oriented, really, to run a successful business. Keeping that in mind all the time is very stressful, but ultimately extremely rewarding, and I get to do what I want, and it just gets to feel like me, and I get to interact with my clients the way I want to interact with them, and that is so fun. It's so fun. I think the most rewarding part of specifically photography is being able to deliver images to people who are seeing themselves in a whole new way. You do an engagement session, and this couple, most of the time, it's their first time getting professional photos taken, and they're nervous. And when you come alongside them as a friend and you get to know them and you really capture their connection, they're seeing that on camera for the first time. And you know that you had a piece of that pie to help them feel that way, and that is just incredibly rewarding. And then on top of it, you're there for their wedding day. It is one of the biggest days of most people's lives. You get to capture all those little moments and all the emotions, and at some point during the day, Dad is going to look over at the bride while they're walking down the aisle. I'm going to capture that. At some point during the day, the groom is going to be playing with his ring because it's something new on his finger, and I'm capturing that. So all those little moments, and then delivering that to a customer and a client, they're going to show their grandkids those photos, and that's just, I can't believe I get to do that as a job. That's so cool. So my parents raised me while they were a little bit older, and their schedules were just different than the typical working parent. They traveled a lot. They were living a retirement life. So CCA made a whole lot of sense for our family just because I'd done so many different schooling options throughout the years that it was a no-brainer to put me in cyber school. I think after attending so many schools, coming to CCA and having the just flexibility to work at my own pace, but also having access to teachers who their entire job was just to be available to their students when we weren't in lessons. That access to an expert in your education was just not like any other schooling experience that I've ever had. I think that CCA is unique in the fact that you have things to do at certain points throughout the day, but ultimately, whether or not you succeed and you fulfill what you need to do is on you, and that translates over into college and beyond really beautifully.